Alright, so switching over to lawyer game now, everybody. Phoenix, right. Tom Bacons, how you doing? How are you? Welcome. Lawyer time. Phil makes a big deal about me driving here, so you didn't drive for a month and a half. It's crazy. What do you mean I'm guilty? I'm so innocent. Hadn't driven in 18 months. First time I was on the wrong. That's funny. You just got over a cold. Everyone's sick at the moment. 'Tis the season, I suppose. I'm glad you're a bit better. If you're over your cold, you must be a bit better. That's good. Sick of you. Fuck off, Toe. Another phone call. All good, Lisa. This is the part where Toe leaves stream because he hates lawyer game. So Toe, if you leave, it was nice having you around. And if you decide to stay, glad to have you here. Spent 5 days with your infant nephew. This is kind of inevitable. That sucks. Glad you're better though. Toe's out. Bye, Toe. Yeah, just take a nap. Toe, listen to my calming voice and just take a nap. Damn! Chimmy! Hot. No you. What's going on, Chim, you hot slut? How are you? Letroso? I've never even heard of that, Tom. Let me Google it real quick. Letroso. Is it it's a word game? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen that before. Yeah. I've seen that before, but I've never played it yet. Lawyer game recap. We proved that Maya left the room during the channeling and that someone else was in the room at the time of the murder. We proved that Callie girl was lying to us and the Pearly is a bit sus. Yes. Any length up to 10 letters doesn't tell you how long it is yet. Yep. Yeah, I think I've seen it before, Tom, but I've never played it. It does look vaguely familiar. BRB connection's bad again. No dramas. We spent literally all of last stream just like getting evidence and stuff. What happened? What did happen? It was all a blur. Just gonna blow my nose, sorry. Yes, we didn't die. That is correct. Thank fuck, because if we died again, I would have died IRL. It's getting really comfortable. We found the clothes in the incinerator. Yes, we did. We found out that we think Callie girl was the one in the photograph, we think. All good, Udelka. Not a problem. I appreciate the lurk. Thank you. And Cali Girl was in a car accident of her own. Is that right? Cali Girl was in a car accident of her own. Yeah, we went to the hospital. There was that fucking creepy bloke who apparently also had a southern accent similar to what's her name? Lotta. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. There's so many accents that I need to try to remember now. And I'm so bad at accents. Okay. So, we spent all last stream like gathering evidence and questioning people and stuff. So this stream is just going to be the court session, the court case. Building my repertoire, it's good. I don't know about good, Em. It's something though. It is definitely something. Pearly was at the channeling too. Can't remember if she's. Was she? Yeah, because the box thing was in there. So we're thinking someone might have been in the box somehow. Anyway. Well, it'll all come back to us when we start playing, so. Let's see what happens. Okay. Did you know the Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah, why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. Sorry, move a bit closer here. We unlocked info from Mia too. We did. I don't remember what. Von Karma's yeah, but you could say the judge is sleeping with anyone though. Charizard, with how much of a simp he is for literally everybody. She was protecting Morgan. Because Pearly broke the urn, and the urn had the spirit of the original Fae woman, which is somehow related. It's only got one brain cell. That's funny. And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master. But I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. I need to sneeze. He's wet lettuce. Good morning. The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother is coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly, not this again. I'm a ginger, so I'd be bullying myself. Toe's also a ginger, and we bully him about that. Not as much as we should, but it does happen from time to time. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. Lol. Holy shit, the ratio of gingers in the chat right now is insane. See you later then. I'll leave you two to your alone time. And Toad makes 3. Yep. 3 redheads in the chat. Oh, thank goodness. Nick? This way Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Phoenix doesn't want Pearly seeing the trial. That's interesting. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Gingers unite. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. Chatter's back. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Oh, she's Mia already. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool, wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years. She became a prosecutor at 13. That's fucked. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Wet lettuce. I feel like I've heard it before, but I'm not overly familiar with it. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such good spirits today, Miss Faye. Tremonti, how are you? We've literally just started the case, so you've missed nothing. Hope she wasn't using the whip at 13. Maybe someone was using it on her and that's why she likes it. That's fucked up. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Gulp. Oh my god, do you watch Botham on TikTok? He does the Hello Princess videos with the fedora and he's bald. How he's been doing this like gulp sound in his videos lately. Just like a big like gulping sound and it is so funny. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I'd like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? I need to get my brain back into lawyer mode. It's just nothing at the moment. But Miss Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what's the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room, and I believe that this is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected. Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia. She seems really torn by this. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? Hey Landra, how are you? Good evening. We'll smash through this together? Yeah, we will. I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Back for like 2 seconds. Very quick welcome back, Lisa. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... I cannot help it. I don't know why. I think because when I play other games, I'm like sitting forward. Hells. I'm sitting forward and I'm like, you know, playing games and stuff. When I play this, I'm like leaned back Because I literally only need to use my mouse, which is just one hand. So I can sit back and be comfortable. And then I start yawning. Yeah, Morgan was annoyed because she wasn't better at channeling, yeah. Because she was the elder Fae. But Misty got the thing. Yeah. Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? I'm so sorry. Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya. She escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. It's all coming back to me. Order! 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 Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Dun, 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 dun. It's this music. I forgot they changed it. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. So did she do the technique or not? Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. She's definitely covering something up. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt's a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. Wait. We heard the gunshots. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door and opened the chamber. So hang on, let me quickly... If I go like this, what does it say for her? Nothing, okay. What does anything say anything about her doing the severing technique? I don't think so. Okay. I think we just press on everything, yeah? This is just what we have to do. Just now you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I've already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police, which I did. I went down to the... was it really necessary to have two people do something as simple as call the police? There's a possibility of escape. One of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that's a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another. Another what, madame? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I feel like that's important information that if you... Okay. I want to hear the end of that sentence. I'm going to get objected here. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of the room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. Okay, bullshit. I can call it bullshit on that. The lives of both the good sir and that camera woman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. What the helly? Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Faye. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Her hair is full of lies. That's what's keeping it so, like, up. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. You satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Faye, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand, and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Very cool. Yep, awesome. But why would you lie about something like that? It's very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya? Do we question this, or if we do question it, is it going to put the jury further on their side? Question it? Alright. So you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did This witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. I'd like to know now, actually. Ma'am. Can't believe anything she says if she already lied. It's true. It's true. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? I think you just need to shit, Phoenix. Now, witness, continue with what happened. Is her hair going to get bigger and bigger? It's like Pinocchio, except instead of nose, it's hair. Then quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing. However, yes, but you're physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There's no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Ah! Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know first. No one cares, Judge. Shut the fuck up. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have you would have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. Sus, you fainted? I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. Oh, hi, V, the working girl, I think, or your grandparent visiting. Still. Regardless, hello. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? You're working, Sag. I say we just question her further. Why not? Can't hurt. So while you're unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I'm waiting for a whip here. I have to wonder myself. Chapter. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness's testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. Hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes, that's okay, I accidentally skipped that, I'm sorry. Be quiet, you. Now then, what the escapee had done... What the escapee had done was she had gone to speak with a certain person. I feel like they're missing a comma there. She went to speak with someone? Morgan's gone from the stand. It's all good, V. Girl's gotta work. That's more important than a stream. Who was it? The prosecutor calls Miss Eenie Meenie, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Meenie? I think you can see where this is headed. Ah, shit. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is, like, Eenie Meenie. I'm, like, researching, like, parapsychology stuff at the, university. What is this parapsychology? Let's see. It's, like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. Then I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Meanie. Going up the shop, see you all in a bit. No dramas, Charizard. McCrarian, how you doing? Good to see you, my good sir. After the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is alright, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine. For my sake. Thoughts on the dance? I'm doing it backwards. I love that he called her sir. Yeah, I know. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Oh, what the fuck? I was, like, oh my god. Totally my sister. I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Karaoke segment to dancing segment, yeah. Take it to the club. Do it, lady. Do it, lady. I love that. Now hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant, Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at that time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of the witness's sister? Yes. Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah? In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. On your birthday. Like... Do I totally, like, really have to? Of course. Miss Meanie, please. My sister, like, this is what she said to me. Oh shit. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I loved Chit so much. I was murdered by that person. Sorry for flashbanging, everyone. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? Is she, like, channeling her brains or, like, something? Something is happening. Drugged by Dr. Gray. She took her revenge. Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It's a bit hard to swallow. That's what she said. Anyway. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Actually, I think he's lying. Certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find the one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Let's unknit that sweater! Have I ever thought of an acting career? Absolutely not. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the real truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish drabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. I hope you guys are all doing this with me. It's not just me. Okay, anyway. The nerdy guy next door with the funny... I don't have an accent. What are you talking about? I'd be a really good Cali girl. I'm going to go get my hair done. And then I'm going to go down to the beach with the girls. And I'm going to drink martinis. And then get my nails done. And then I'm going to go to a Lakers game because I hate myself. I'm going to sit next to courtside, next to Jack Nicklaus. Or, no, who's someone younger and hotter than Jack Nicklaus? Who goes to Lakers games? I don't watch Lakers games. I don't know. Mentally, because people in workplace cafe would think I went crazy. Oh, yeah, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll go watch a Lakers game with Snoop Dogg. That's exactly how you dance after a few drinks. Kind of the same, actually. I'll be honest with you. Okay, after the murder. Like, when the channeling started, I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Was that because of your sesame allergy, was it? Wait, sesame allergy. When did we find out she has a sesame allergy? I don't remember that. Like, that's right. I, like, think there were sesame seeds, like, in the lunch they served that day. I had this, like, premonition that it was going to totally be a seedy day. Yes, indeed. I see. Am I the only one who missed the boat here? The water sprinkler. The drive was much shorter. Yay! Hello, Caroline. Anyway, so you were taking a nap. Did something happen while you were sleeping? Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. Do you know the time? Like maybe a little before 11 a.m. Something like that, I think. Wait, what time did the murder take place? Hello? The autopsy, what time did the murder take place? Okay. Back on the ship now. Welcome back to the ship. The water sprinkler is the one where you go like that. Dance move. 11 a.m. Yeah, like my stomach is totally ready for like food. Interesting. Oh no, I think you misunderstood me. I'm not asking what time it is now. I mean, what time was it when someone came into your room? Oh, so like that's what you meant. Like you should have been more like clear about it. Sorry, my bad. Fuck, she's a dumb bitch. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? Never mind. Witness, about this person who entered the side room. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. That's not absolute. You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. Huh. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. So she's just getting off with all these questions because she's a dumb bitch. Decent, like, witness? I don't Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss Mimi Miney? It's a very 90s move for sure. I hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react here with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But like, maybe if I was like someone who didn't know about like the occult, but I like know all the Korean channeling technique, know all about it. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like what she said. Yeah, that'd be the dream, being let go of for murder accusations because you're too fucking stupid. Should I drop this line of questioning or should I keep going? Would there be any harm in keeping it going? Because I think we've done it before and they've taken like a thing off us. Like, oh my god, channeling. Channeling, like, my favorite channel is like MTV. But like, I miss when they used to play music and not just Catfish and Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory. Bring back music, you know what I'm saying? Keep going, pressure her. So you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No. Like, there wasn't any reason for me to like, think anything was strange. But don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection, could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? If it's not that, maybe she had no feelings towards her sister and she didn't care. I don't remember what happened last time. Like, totally MTV, like, channeling. Is it very important? Is this important? It is. Keep going. Alright. It is very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Pardon me, talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Meanie, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all. And like, her costume looked totally like normal. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible. I know there has to be something here I can use, but where? She really put a lot of thought into this lie, didn't she? We can't rush this. Let's take it slowly, one step at a time. She's bound to slip up somewhere. Don't give up, but don't get careless, okay? Remember, calm and collected. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like, really suddenly. I was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I wasn't like scared at all, and like, her costume looked totally like normal. So this is a new one. So there's nothing odd at all about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, nothing was like weird. Mia's talking to herself like she... Yeah, but if nothing was weird, then there was obviously no blood on it. So if Maya had channeled her sister and there was no blood on her like thing, if she looked normal, then she can't have murdered old mate, surely. Yes? Does that make sense? It's impossible. Like, is everything okay? Can I, like, go on? Total sense, yeah. My sister, she, like, told me something, like, totally terrible. Okay, I'll ask about this again. This is a new one, I think. Something terrible? What was this thing that she told you? Huh? Like, didn't I just tell you about it? Like, tell you about it? Did you, like, forget already? A foolish fool with foolish sieve for a brain only speaks foolishly with foolish words. Oh, excuse me, princess. Should I ask to hear the story again? We can always come back and choose this option again. Should we... Yep. Maybe I say don't bother asking for now, and then we present the outfit on that last... the last thing. I think we do that. Because we can always come back and like re-ask this, I'm pretty sure. I did just hear the story, it's not like my memory's that bad. Actually, the defense is fine, it does not need to hear the story again. Very well. Yep, okay. Yep, okay, yep. Sister costume looked normal. Okay, so let's present... It has to be Maya's costume, not the Lotta's photo, yeah? No. Yeah, I guess we do this. Yeah, her actual costume, yeah. Let's do this one. Oh, music stopped. But I don't think we can trust this anymore. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eenie. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Phoenix? Miss Meanie, may I remind you of what you said? You said there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and? But I don't think that's what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. It's not what I presented. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone appeared before you like this. The blood spray. Hate work, cool. We haven't figured out the killer yet. We're getting there though. Miss Meanie, why did you not include the blood you saw in your testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Chatter. Order. Miss Meanie, what is the meaning of this? Miss Meanie? I'm thinking, don't interrupt me. That's... What are you stammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness, her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get stuck on, when they get on the stand though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. Ugh, the judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. I'm the killer because I'm killing at my job. Hell yeah, V, get it. Okay, after the murder part 2. Like, the side room was kind of dark, you know. So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I had persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. And then I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Huh. Yes, now I see. You've given us a clear reason why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Thanks, Gramps. You satisfied, Mr. Wright? Absolutely fucking not. Hey, Lily, how are you? How'd she know it was her sister if it was dark? It's true. Alright, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. Gramps. Yeah, hit him with a Gramps. The side room was kind of dark, you know. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinion onto this court. That's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Meanie's? You are such a hopeless cause. Witness, you may feel free to ignore this trite little man. Okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. So the costume is purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. My friggin' beer's empty, what the heck? You didn't see the blood? Yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face. Continue. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that? And what is that exactly? Oh. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was, totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Yeah. And then, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Was your sister calm by that time? I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meanie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When? When you... I say one of these two for going to the crime scene or arrived at the crime scene. If it was going to the crime scene, would she have seen Pearly fixing up the urn, or she'd finished that before then? Would she have noticed the urn? But if she was at the crime scene, would she have noticed like the big box thing in there? Potentially. Maybe. Same brain, yeah. Because then we can present the urn as well. Oh, but then we'd be dobbing in Pearly though, wouldn't we? Bullet hole in the file. She would not have noticed that, Hells. There's no way. There is that. But then... she would have also seen the dead body in there as well, which would be a weird thing. So I guess if she saw that, she probably wouldn't be looking out for this. And I guess that was behind the folding screen as well, so... knife. Yeah. Her eyes do. Yeah, that is true. I don't think there'd be anything of note in the side room. Do we try... I say going to the crime scene. And then I guess if we're wrong, we can just redo it and pick at the crime scene. Def not side room. Let's try that. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder? Sure. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important. I ask because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Meanie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Use your brain, Callie girl. I don't know, there's not much going on in there. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen. We can't give up. It was this one, yeah? No? This one. Try to remember that time. Okay, so maybe we can't pick the other option then. Lisa's back. Welcome back, Lisa. So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? So wait, so which... Annoying having to prompt her to remember, yeah. Oh, bye, Udelka. Hope you have a good day. We'll see you when we see you. What was this one again? Yeah, the urn she broke. Yeah, it was your sister Mimi Mani like at the time. Oops. But I think like she knew, she like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really all say all that to you? Like, yeah. Let's try presenting Pearly here. Oh, the music stopped. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan. Oh, that's why Phoenix didn't want Pearly to be in here so she couldn't see something. Before the trial started. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yup. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. I can't read. So, Miss Meanie, what do you have to say to that? The fuck is that? No! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous! Yeah, you objectify that woman. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There's no way someone walking along a winding way could have not have noticed Pearl. She didn't Australian know, yeah. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn. Yow! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah, and Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Chatter, chatter, chatter. Miss Meanie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see? If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Grrr. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meanie. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meanie, tell us the truth. About what? Objection. Counsel is testifying. About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course. The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Is she really sleeping in the side room? There's no way. There's no friggin' way. Your lies end here. What are you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia. Yeah, that's what Mia's thinking. In her testimony just now. Well, we can't... Imagine... Yeah, I know. Well, that's... People do that in real life. Isn't that just basically what, like... Isn't that just what, like, tarot cards and shit are? Reading the stars and all that. It's in her testimony. Let's give it a go. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meanie, you made the following statement. Meh. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? Oh yeah, true. It's true that, at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that have to do with anything? She just opened her eyes. It's very simple. Miss Meanie, how do you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meanie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Pulling out Ouija, help me, Mia. Yeah, she can open her eyes apparently, yeah. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meanie, please answer that question. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you've put it on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now's the time to prove it. She was in the box! She was in the box! Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Thoughts? I think here. I think she's in here. I think she was in the channeling chamber, actually. Chamber, of course. Miss Meanie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Meanie was at the scene of the crime. Actually, I've never been on live television before. Order. Oh, Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber when the channeling started. Yes. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Chamber behind the folding slides, yeah. Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Back here, you dumb bitch. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no... Fuck, hang on. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. Oh, sorry, that was awful. See? You stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. Now, Miss Meanie. One so young as you shouldn't be saying... Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Bum bum bum. Oh, hey Ellen, how are you? Having a wonderful few days away, driving back home. Oh, you're visiting your sister, yes? That's correct? Hope you've had a good long weekend. Long weekend. Like, behold behind the folding screen, duh. Look of evil eyes, what? Yeah. Miss Meanie, how were you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ma! That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory's already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. Weather's been fab. I love that for you. Supposed to come down again next weekend, but decided against because you needed... fair enough. That's fair, Ellen. But the clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? Yeah, obviously, I'm a friggin' lawyer. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. It's gonna be the gun, yeah? Yeah. No? Do we... Yeah, there is a hole. Do we just do the box and then can we... I guess we should do the box then, yeah? Yeah, box. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This? What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet hole from the pistol hit the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Meanie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Chatta, chatta, chatta. Order! Order! So what are you saying? Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie? That is exactly what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside the clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had planned it from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop. I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. Would Morgan have helped? If Morgan wanted to be the head honcho, and it was meant to be, yeah, it was meant to be Maya. Like Maya's meant to take over. Yeah, I think Morgan helped. It really is impossible for one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Miss Meanie, you had an accomplice. Mia said she was protecting her. Grr. This person, if it wasn't someone from Karain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had the box to use. Morgan Fey? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie? Grr. You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then, the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with the knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang! Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And this is when the hole in the folding screen was so... This is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... Bang! After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, the gunshot's certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click! Miss Meanie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. Click! And pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Morgan Fey chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Oh shit. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, you still by chance evolving? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something so petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such foolish things? Well, that's, yeah. That's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Meenie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. Her sister died? Motive, that's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What's her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. What was this? What did this one say again? Ongoing investigation revealed the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. I was like totally tired, dropped to sleep, and as they crashed, woke up in a huge sea of flame. Miss Eenie Meenie is to be believed when driving the car was her sister. Mimi Meenie was at the nursery Gray Surgical Clinic where 14 patients accidentally overdosed to their death. Yeah. I guess we just select her sister, yeah? Would make sense? Bum bum. That would make sense. The articles, like, would also kind of make sense, but I think they would want us to choose the sister. Huh. Just as I thought, you bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. That's great. Now even she's calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? What do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain, so like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it. You know? She's back to her airhead persona. However, you see... Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have an answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Meenie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive piece of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tisk, tisk, so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Welcome home, Sean. Have to go with... I hope you find your killer. Thank you, V. I hope you have a good day. Enjoy work. Nyark. What happened? I thought I had it for sure. Hehe. See, like, it's just as I, like, told you. I hoped you like your slice of humble pie. Love you, miss you, bye-bye V. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eeny Meeny. Hold it! Oh shit! Bye-bye my fave people in the chat. Your Honor, please allow to the defense 1 more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia? Yes, it does sound like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But, you know, regardless, that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray, and it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please? If you want to say that you can prove Miss Meany had motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? I think I put my headset out. Hang on. Yeah, I did. Can I? Can I really do this? Yeah, obvi. I'm not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Meany had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Aye. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Boom, boom. And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, what? Okay. Get cut off, bitch. Oh, shit. Okay, so... is this going to be another, like, full part? Or is this going to be a shorter bit? I feel like we're close to the end. I kind of do as well. Part 2 of this trial then done. Do we save it for next week? So much more evidence, so it can't be that long. Do we just go now? Do we just finish it now? Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. We don't have too much evidence. I say we just do it now. I say we just smash it out. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, let's just keep going. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Eni could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. Under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan. That's terrible. Why would my aunt... Everything's going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Miss Von Karma? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Ugh, looking down on me even though we're the same age. Have you done yet? You've caused enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion, and then we'll know who the real winner is. Let's fuck her up, chat. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna switch sitting direction. Hang on, I'm going back to the right. Put that Ugg boot back on. Sorry. Okay. Let's lock in, guys. Chatta, chatta, chatta. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. We ride at dawn! Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray have only one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past. Miss Meenie, if you please. Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... Last year's accident. That was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger's seat. I, woke up because of the jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. And didn't help your sister, or... I think we've heard enough of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloids show day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meenie's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. Okay. That was last year in May. Didn't some sort of medical malpractice happen at your sister's hospital then? Yeah, that was in May too. The thing with all the patients dying was May 2nd. And our accident was on the 24th. 2 accidents back to back. Do you assume it's just a coincidence? My sis was totally tired, so that's why. Duh. Okay. Something really bad had happened at my sister's clinic around then. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of the mistake? I heard it was because, medicines, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Miney? No way. Dr. Gray, wanted to blame it on my sis? That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Mimi Miney's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Miney is the one who made the mistake. But sorry. It really wasn't my sis. And the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and like was being investigated like every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? Do we press? I think we press. I'm gonna press. So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I mean, switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her. True, true. But like, I don't like have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Meany. Miss Meany, please amend your testimony. Or what the fuck's this then? She has literally has a license photo. Her driver's license. So that's a lie. Can I present that now? I can't. Okay, damn it. I was like totally pooped, so like I fell asleep in the passenger's seat. I like woke up because of a jolt and like a sea of flames around me. Wait. Okay, so I know to present that at some stage. The accident happened at night, correct? Yeah, like it was at like 1 AM or so, I think. I had like a paper due like really soon. So like I hadn't slept and was working like real hard. So it was because the two of you were so tired that this accident happened. I like woke up because of a jolt and like it was a sea of flames around me. And your sister? What happened to her? I didn't see her. The car was like totally black and there was like a ton of smoke. I like totally had like no clue what was going on. I like opened the door and like got away. Please tell us about your escape in more detail. I like kept wanting to forget that time. Like, so like I don't remember things about that accident in like detail anymore. Well, it's alright, no need to push yourself. I think I like gave an interview after the accident. Like, that would probably be most accurate, you know? It's that article, then I've already got it. We do have that. I like it didn't have my license. You stupid, dumb, lying bitch. What would you call this then? We friggin' got her. Miss Meany. That was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is the photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What's the meaning of this, Miss Meany? How you doing, underscore? That's right. Yeah, I had like a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. Sleepy but can't sleep. Feels bad, man. Bones, how you doing? Doing well, thank you. How are you? You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? What? Are you talking about that perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And okay. No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half-year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the... That's what happened. Shut up, Judge. At the time of the accident, Miss Meany did not have a driver's license. Ugh. You were born in November. I was born in December. Cry and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm like glad you get it, but like even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Feels bad? Ah, it's good. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the owl. Miss Meanie, why do you think you would not have been able to drive anyway? That's because... I think the situation calls for a more detailed testimony. Miss Meanie, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry. Didn't mean to be mean. December, babies, let's go. Yeah, it's summer here in December. It's awesome. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger's seat that night, too. Interesting. Very interesting. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, the defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars, but... okay. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. So what do you mean by really close? Like, I had one of those permit things, I think that's what they're called. Permit? Wow. The big name lawyer boy doesn't even know what a driver's permit is. Well, this lawyer never had a permit. Ignorance is to be whipped. What is it with her? What she said in the last few minutes is utter nonsense. So, like, may I continue? Phoenix doesn't drive. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She valued cars? How much would you say she valued her car? Well, like, she'd flip out at, like, a drop of rain. And, like, she would notice if someone, like, touched the car door with dirty hands. In that case, why bother taking the car out of the garage ever? Should I press harder? I think I should always just press harder. Let's just do it. Why'd she take such special care of the car? How can you say that? It was a brand spanking new car. New car. Like, you wouldn't want to, like, get it dirty, would you, Mr. Lawyer? I would think the cars getting dirty is just another fact of life, but I guess people who really love cars think otherwise. Phoenix, try asking something more significant, with more significance, alright? Well, Miss Meanie, what kind of car was it? She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? Oh, for fuck's sake. He's so... How is this guy a judge? And it was a really special model. She had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars would be the obvious next topic. I'll press again. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. I mean the part about being a special import car. Yes. Sigh. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Meanie, would you please fix your testimony? Sure. Whatever. He dumb. You literally just smacked your head. He's so dense. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. I yelled, "Hold it," pretty forcefully. Does that mean the steering wheel's gonna be on the other side? Yeah. We have normal side driving. So, yes. Let's start with this. Why are British cars good? Like, huh? They're expensive and their driver's seat is opposite to our cars here in the States. Exactly, yes. It would seem there's no benefit to owning one. Like, huh? This whole steering wheel on the right side thing, it's kind of goofy, isn't it? What do you know that's sleek? Forgive me. Her personality really changes at the drop of a hat. It's interesting, isn't it, Phoenix Wright? Bit by bit, we're beginning to see the real contradiction behind this case. She would say things like, "No way am I letting Noob drive my car." Was your sister good at driving? She was totally awesome. She said she was going to be the racing queen of the nursing world. Somehow I think she bumped my question off track again. So that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night too. And that was when the accident occurred, correct? Yeah. I immediately reached for the passenger side door and fled in a daze. Sounds like you had a terrifying time. There is something very big here. It's going to be hard to break apart such a natural sounding testimony. We have to attack it, and by doing so, a flaw will show itself. It has to. Do you really think so? Believe, there is a path, I know it. Me almost sounded like a prophet for a second there. She was driving? Maybe if her sister was actually drugged and she drove home. Maybe. Around that time, I was really close to getting my license. My sis was totally big fan of cars and really valued them. What did she say? Pardon me. Two women crashed car highway center divide. One of them was not able to escape. Flaming wreckage died at the site. Revealed the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Totally tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash. I woke up in a huge sea of flames. Wait. It says the driver fell asleep at the wheel, but it says nothing about the other person. And it says one of the women died in the wreckage, but it doesn't specify who. So Meanie said she fell to sleep, and then there was a crash and woke up in a sea of flames. Oh yeah, open the right. But open the right. If she opened the right door, she said she reached for the passenger door. And got out though, in her testimony. I think we present this, yeah? We want page 2. So... yeah, right door is driver's door, but she said in her oh, whoops. Sorry. Which one do we do it on? This one? Special model from E. Oh yeah, that's fair, yeah. Oh, that one. Okay, then let's present this. The music stopped. Good call, maybe. Miss Meanie, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident you had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger's seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car, but it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would have been the left side. Ah! What do you mean by this? Miss Meanie, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Chatter, chatter, chatter. Order! Order in the court! Order! Order! He just keeps screaming it. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Eni said the person who was driving was her older sister, Mimi Miney. That is what Eni said, yes, but that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, looks like you finally found the real root of this murder. She crashed on purpose to kill her? We can connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eni or Mimi, who was really driving that night? It was Eni. And the answer is Eeny Meeny, of course. Why would you say that? Miss Eeny Meeny just said so herself in her testimony. She said that she escaped the car from the right side door, which would have been where the driver's seat was. I'm inclined to feel sorry for a foolish fool who foolishly spends his time foolishly. At that time, Miss Eeny Meeny had not yet received her driver's license. And that is why the accident happened. Hold it, Phoenix. It looks like you still don't see the real truth behind the accident. The real truth? Think outside the box. Isn't that what we always say? Alright, one more time. If we connect all the dots, there can only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court. So Mimi was driving? I guess. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eeny Meeny, was the one in the driver's seat. Which leads us to our next question. The next question? Who is the person standing at the witness's stand right now? What sort of an idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This witness's name is... I'll tell you what her name really is. Wait, is this Mimi? There's no way. Actually? Mimi Miney, that is your real name. Of all the foolish dribble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness had several facial burns when she was admitted into the hospital, so for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used a picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture that she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. But Mimi Miney, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. Then the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Eeny Meeny. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Miney? That car accident 1 year. Yeah, what a twist. The one who died that night was Eenie Meenie. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Miney from existence. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the crash, Mimi Miney. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Miney was still in fact alive. That fact would have been discovered had the channeling been conducted, so this witness had to stop that from happening at all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. Ooh. Well, Miss Von Karma. Dun dun dun. Why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. The witness? That's right. I admit it. My name is Mimi Miney. That quack doctor. He got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go so far as to throw away yourself? Oh shit! Bones? What the heck? Bones with the tier 1 sub for 3 months in advance? Let's go! Thank you so much, Bones. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you. Let's go! Thank you. That's so cool. I appreciate that. No dramas, Lisa. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. I need to try and catch one of your streams one time. If time zones allow. What, to become your own sister? I think I understand why. Mimi Miney wanted her old self to disappear because of this. Because of that, I would say. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Miney. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Miney had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. I hope not, Lisa. I hope you have an easy end to the day. A chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. A plan beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo jumbo. Mumbo jumbo? Becoming Eenie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult. I hate it! I hate it all! Fingers crossed for you, Lisa. Fingies crossed. I believe there are still a few unsolved riddles here. Pardon me, such as, why did Miss Meanie choose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fey. This is preposterous. I'm perfect. Me, Francesca von Karma. I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Whips for everyone. You... I'm dead. Phoenix, hang in there, Phoenix. Phoenix, this court is a fraud, a sham. Now then, it looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. I got taken out, so I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. Let's go, chat. We're so smart. We're so smart. Let's go. That is all. This court is adjourned. GG. Congratulations, Maya. Sis? Aw, hugs. Dance party. We did it! Let's fucking go! It's good to see you, Maya. How you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent? Hype. Snuggle into them titties. Maya's living the dream right now, honestly. Ugh. Where else would you rather be? I was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. There's still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Mimi Miney had planned to open the door to the chamber herself, and then you and Lotta would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fey who had just committed a murder? She had it planned down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you bailed me out of another jam. Well, you know, but I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister, and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me. Tell me why my aunt went and did something so horrible. Why would she help Mimi Miney with a plan like that? Oh, who farted? AC. Of course it was AC. AC farted. AC farted in chat. Stinky. Stinky AC farted. Thanks for farting in chat, AC. Stinky. I'm so sorry. Thanks, AC. I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mimi with her plan was... what do I pick to be the... Do I pick Mia for this? It's always AC with the farts. Always eating the beans. Do we go Mia for this? I think we do Mia. No. Her? No, do we do this because she wanted to be the... Because after, what is it, 7 years or something of being away from the place, they're not the master anymore or whatever it's called. Oh, Misty? Do we have Misty here? We don't have Misty, do we? We don't have Misty. Oh yeah, then I guess... Yeah, I guess Pearl would be the next... the fuck's it called? Yeah. Yeah, maybe we... Because then, yeah, if Maya was dead, then, yeah, Pearly would be the whatever. Pearly? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Karain village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear. And what would happen then? And the branch family, my aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearl's. What? Everything was done for her sake. It was also Pearl's could become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think that she was saying, I thought so. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, date and time unknown, detention center. Oh, we're talking to Morgan now, I guess. My precious Pearl, you are the only one suitable to be the master of the Karain, dear child of Karain. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder and cooperated with that whip-happy prosecutor. It was all to unseat that annoying, witless main family girl, that Maya Fey. That's an evil bitch, but I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. The end of episode 2! Yay! Let's go! Whoop, 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 whoop. Episode 3. Yahoo! Alrighty. Saving. Save, yep. Okay, so this is going to start off the next part of the game. It only took 5 years. Yeah, fucking hell. I think there's 3 episodes. Is there 3 or 4? There was 4 in the last one. So maybe there's 4. Maybe we're only halfway through this game. There are 3 games in this bundle. We're on game 2. I think after game 2, I'm going to play a different story game for a while to give us a break from lawyering. And then we'll do game 3 after. We still have to do the last 1 or potentially 2 episodes of this before that happens. But, you know, still. Okay. Right, so I've saved this. There's gonna be a cutscene to start off the next episode. We'll watch that now to give ourselves a little bit of a teaser as to what's to come. But then we'll end the stream and we'll see what happens next week. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show. Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight. They're at the friggin' circus. Let's go. Oh, God. The world's greatest magician. The one, the only. Maximilian Galactica. Oh, shit! Maximilian, I love you! Oh my god, he's flying! He's freaking disappeared! Oh my god! Oh my god, he's disappeared! Is that it? Why do these always happen around Christmas? Alright, everyone. Nice name. I was thinking maybe something shootery, Lily. Something a bit different to this. I haven't played a shooter game for a while. But I'm not sure. I've got plenty of games to choose from, so... Something to give me a bit of a break from, like, big thinking. Nice name. If we're at a fucking circus, there's gonna be... We can play some more marbles, yeah. Boxing Day and Christmas, he has no life. A Pew Pew game? Potentially, yeah. We can possibly play some marbles if you're lucky. Okay. So there's a little teaser for what's going to happen next. What's a good song to end on? This is a good one. Naked Marbles, yay. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's because of this game, AC. Because we've just been, like, getting straight into this. Because it normally takes, like, 3 to 3.5 hours to get through the finding the evidence and stuff. And then the court case. So we can do both of them at once. And that's normally, like, a good stream time for me. But yes, something to look forward to next stream. I don't know what we'll play after this game yet. I forgot I had the lizard thing. That is so funny. Lizard. Lizard. I can pull it. I've been seeing so much of that on TikTok. I forgot about that. Fucking hell. But yeah, don't know what the interim game will be yet, but yeah. Don't let the bed bugs bite or cuddle them. I will not, Lisa. I will have a good night, though. Thank you, Illy Lisa. But yeah, my next stream will be potentially Friday with the guys if we stream something. I'm unsure yet. But if it's not Friday, it will be next Monday. Was there another Firewatch game? Like another big story game like that, Hells? I'm not sure. Not off the top of my head. I have so many games to play. I'll be able to find something. I might do a poll on Discord, maybe. Potentially. But we've still got ages of this left to go. So we don't even need to think about that just yet. So. But yeah. For now, I'm going to head off. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out tonight. It was fun, as always, getting to lawyer with you all. We're all... It felt good to not struggle on this one for a change. Everything just like made sense. Sleep well, Bob. Thank you, AC. Hope you have a good day. Much of stream today. It was good. The bit I catched. That's all good, Lisa. You're a busy gal. I understand. I'm glad you got to hang out for whatever you could. Good night, Charmy in the back. Have a great night. You too, Boner. That's what we call you, Boner, isn't it? Is that right? Good night, Alondra. Have a good day. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye, Tremonti. Thank you for hanging out. Hells, good night, everybody. Good night. Took a nap, so I'll be a bit better. That's good. All right, guys. I'm going to head off. I will see you when I see you next. I'll see you on Discord.